How's it going, WWE fans? It is WWE at Home 219 here, and as you can see with the title, this video has two purposes. I'm also going to give you my for the first time ever, going to give you NXT predictions for NXT Takeover that's happening technically today, since this video is coming out Thursday morning, and yeah, it's happening Thursday night. And also for WWE Payback this Sunday in Chicago, Illinois, which I will be attending live. So I'm going to give you my predictions for both shows. And now let's start off with NXT TakeOver, as Adam Rose is supposed to face off against Camacho. Now, since Adam Rose just got called up to the main roster, I feel like this matchup is going to be a very, very quick matchup. Probably you can label it as a squash matchup, as people would call it nowadays. I feel like Adam Rose is basically just going to knock out Camacho here in about a couple minutes, make Adam Rose look strong since he's now on the main roster. So I'm expecting him to pick up the victory with the party foul. Also on the card, we have the Ascension taking on Kalisto and El Local. Sorry, I always forget Kalisto's name. But Kalisto and El Local, I don't know much about. I know something about El Local, but I don't know anything about Kalisto. But I tuned in to the last couple episodes of NXT, and those two guys were on there, and they're actually a very entertaining tag team. And this is a very intriguing matchup against Ascension. The Ascension has held these titles for a very long time on NXT. In my opinion, they're very boring because they're getting no competition. I feel like Kalisto and El Local are going to be good competition for them, and I actually am going to pick them to upset the Ascension here and become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Yes, you heard that right. Kalisto and El Local, Tag Team Champions, because I feel like there's bigger things on the horizon for the Ascension, as they might be called up to the main roster eventually coming up. So, also on the card, we have the NXT Women's title on the line as Charlotte, Ric Flair's daughter. Ric Flair will be ringside. Takes on Bret Hart's niece, Natalya, for the NXT Women's Championship. And this, for me, is a no-brainer. I think Charlotte's going to win. I don't think a veteran diva like Natalya is going to pick up a win on an NXT show, because NXT is the future, and I feel like Charlotte is the future. She's a great diva. She knows what she's doing in the ring. She obviously knows she got it from her dad, Ric Flair. But I feel like this matchup with Natalya is going to be very good, and two of the better divas in the Divas division, but I definitely think Charlotte's going to pick up the victory over Natalya at NXT TakeOver. And now what I'm expecting to be one of the main events, if not the second main event, Sami Zayn taking on Tyler Breeze for the number one contendership for the NXT Championship, which is going to be probably the main event. But Tyler Breeze, Sami Zayn, two very entertaining superstars in my opinion, and I feel like it would make more sense, since there's two faces going at it in the NXT Championship matchup at TakeOver, that they're going to have a new heel contender, and that will be Tyler Breeze. I feel like Tyler Breeze will take on Sami Zayn. Maybe this also will give Sami Zayn the push up to the main roster for him losing against Tyler Breeze at TakeOver. Who knows? But I feel like Tyler Breeze is the next guy up to hold the NXT Championship, and I think that's exactly what's going to be happening. Maybe on the next live show. I don't know when the NXT is coming out with another live show. I know TakeOver, it was like a month after their NXT arrival, so maybe it's going to be like another every month thing, kind of like the WWE does it on the main roster. So I think Tyler Breeze will pick up the victory over Sami Zayn in a very entertaining matchup that I'm very excited for, actually. So then the main event, Adrian Neville taking on Tyson Kidd. I'm a big fan of Tyson Kidd. I know I don't give him that much credit because he's not in a lot of matches, but I've had made videos a couple of years ago saying I was a fan of him. And I think Tyson Kidd and Adrian Neville are going to put on an excellent matchup here, but I just don't think Tyson Kidd is going to be able to pick up the victory here. Going back to kind of what my Natalya point, Kidd's been on the main roster. He's kind of a veteran now. And like I said, NXT is for the future, and I think Adrian Neville's the future, and he needs to keep that NXT title, build his mic skills some more. He's already got the in-ring ability, and hopefully he can hold on to this title a little bit more so he can grow as a WWE superstar. So I'm expecting Adrian Neville to pick up the victory and retain his NXT championship, and which should be a very entertaining matchup at NXT TakeOver. So now let's flip the page. We're going to go to WWE Payback, which is happening this Sunday, June 1st. Can you believe it? We're already in June. I have two matches here that I don't know are official yet, but I'm assuming will be on the card. And the first one's going to be Adam Rose versus Jack Swagger. They've been building this up on Raw and SmackDown the past couple of weeks. Once again, going back to the Adam Rose point, he just got called up to the main roster. I feel like they're trying to give him this push. I don't know if this is going to lead him to a mid-card title like the United States Championship or IC title. We'll see. But I feel like he will face Jack Swagger at Payback, and he will pick up the victory over Jack Swagger just to continue some of this momentum that he's gained from just debuting in WWE. And if you don't know, I am a Rosebud, so I'm rooting for Adam Rose in that matchup. Also, another matchup that I don't know if it's official or not because I haven't watched SmackDown and I don't look at spoilers is Big E versus Rusev. Big E came out when Rusev was about to basically squash Zack Ryder. And I feel like this actually will be a good matchup for both men. I feel like this match will help out both men's careers because I feel like Big E's kind of died down after that IC title. I mean, he had a kind of boring IC title run in my opinion. And I feel like Rusev's very boring myself. I'm not a big fan of either of these men, but I feel like this match will be good for both. But if they are going to face off at Payback, I'm definitely going to go with Rusev to pick up the victory because honestly, I feel like Rusev's got the bigger potential out of both men because Rusev, yeah, he might not have the mic skills, but having Lana on his side, she's a nice piece for the eyes and a nice eye candy right there. Sorry, I can't speak. And I feel like that will help him get this push, and maybe Rusev could be Intercontinental or a United States champion within the next few months. Who knows? Maybe he even could win Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, I can't forget about this match. It's official. It will be on the pre-show. Hornswoggle versus El Torito in a hair versus mask match. I think El Torito is gonna win because they're not gonna unmask El Torito right now. I just don't think that would ruin the whole Matadores gimmick. You wouldn't have that bull running around anymore. So I'm gonna go with Torito to beat Hornswoggle. I'm not too excited to see that. Alright, for the Divas Championship, Paige takes on Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox has been going on these rants lately on the past couple weeks of Monday Night Raw. I personally think it's entertaining. And I feel like Paige and Alicia Fox should put on a decent matchup here. I'm not expecting it to be as good as Charlotte and Natalya's match at Takeover. But I feel like it'll be a good Divas match because Alicia Fox is the veteran here and Paige is the up-and-coming, and Paige is excellent in the ring. And I don't think they're going to strip Paige of the title this soon. I feel like they're building for a Paige AJ matchup at SummerSlam. So I'm going to take Paige to win via submission over Alicia Fox. And then we got the United States Championship. We got Sheamus versus Cesaro. Now, I think this matchup is very intriguing, but I don't think Cesaro is going to win this at all because I feel like Cesaro is in line for an even bigger push. I feel like Cesaro could be WWE World Heavyweight Champion within this year, 2014, and I feel like the United States Championship is just too low for him. Sheamus just won this championship in a Battle Royal about 3 weeks ago on Raw, and I feel like there's no way Sheamus is going to lose this, but it should be a very physical matchup, and I'm going to take Sheamus to win with the bro kick over Cesaro at Payback. Now for the IC title, we got Bad News Barrett taking on Rob Van Dam, the man who did win that IC tournament, that number one contenders tournament they had going on there. Actually, no, it was not a tournament. It was a Beat the Clock challenge, and Rob Van Dam ended up winning that. There's no way Bad News Barrett wins here, in my opinion, or loses here, in my opinion, because Bad News Barrett, honestly, is probably at the highest point of his career, in my opinion. He's getting great crowd reactions. The crowd's buying into this Bad News gimmick, and I feel like this is only going to lead to bigger things from Bad News Barrett. Maybe in the early 2015, he's going to get an even bigger push, but I feel like he's going to be a long-reigning IC champion. I feel like that's what's good for the title to make it kind of relevant. Hopefully he gets some good opponents, but I feel like Rob Van Dam will definitely bring out a great match in Bad News Barrett. So I'm going to take BMB with the Bullhammer over Rob Van Dam at Payback. Now the two main events I got going on here are John Cena versus Bray Wyatt in a last man standing matchup. Let's just hope that this is the last matchup between the two. Not taking away from either man because either man are great in the ring and great on the mic, but I mean, you can only go so long with certain feuds, and I feel like this is definitely better be the end of the road. And really the only way the WWE is going to probably go about doing this, they're not going to have John Cena lose in a last man standing matchup, especially if they're going to start ending this feud. I feel like John Cena is going to end up beating Bray Wyatt somehow, some way. I mean, it's probably going to go all around the ring, probably on the stage and the entrance and backstage, who knows. But I feel like John Cena is going to find a way to prevail over Bray Wyatt and hopefully end this feud. So then for the main event, Shield versus Evolution, a no-holds-barred elimination match. Now this matchup I mean, their matchup at Extreme Rules is absolutely excellent. 5 out of 5 stars, in my opinion, at Extreme Rules. And this matchup's very enticing. But I only feel like this matchup made to even put the Shield over even more. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. Evolution's probably going to split. I've been hearing rumors of maybe Batista going on a break, so maybe the Evolution's going to lose. They say Batista's the weak link. Kick Batista out of Evolution. And then maybe somebody else steps into Evolution. Who knows? I feel like they're prolonging this Evolution Shield thing to set up for a Triple H Roman Reigns matchup either at SummerSlam or even next year's WrestleMania. Who knows? But I feel like the Shield's going to prevail here, and it's probably going to be Roman Reigns to be the last man standing for the Shield. And what I'm expecting to be an excellent match, no holds barred, anything goes, and it's an elimination match. So don't be surprised if Roman and Triple H are the last two standing. But I will take the Shield to win this matchup, and which is definitely my favorite matchup I'm looking forward to. I just bought a Shield shirt. I don't know why I didn't get one a long time ago, because I've been a believer since they debuted at Survivor Series, which I was at in Indianapolis in 2012. Look for me at Payback. I will be in section 114. It's not really camera side, but it is lower level. I should have I've believed in the Shield since whatever date they debuted, November. And then on the other side, it'll say, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud, because that's just how I am. But those are my NXT TakeOver and WWE Payback predictions. Oh, and I got to throw this in there. There's a slight chance I think CM Punk's going to return, because we know Daniel Bryan's title is going to be addressed at Payback, and I've heard rumors there might be a matchup. But then again, I doubt CM Punk. I'm going to say there's a 90% chance CM Punk does not show up in Chicago, because I feel like they're just going to leave this title vacant. Daniel Bryan's going to turn in his title, and they'll have a Money in the Bank ladder match to decide who's the new champion at Money in the Bank. I feel like that's what they're waiting to do. So don't really bank on a CM Punk return. I do think there's a chance, but it's very slim. Like I said, 10% chance. So there's my predictions. Tell me what you think down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you have already not subscribed to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at letstalk_WWE. Take it easy and enjoy TakeOver and Payback.